sad and disappointed. I didn't have any big expectations towards the game, and in the first couple of hours it was fun. Sailing in the vast sea world, sea and ground battles, upgrading my ship, buying new troops. All sounds good on paper, but unfortunately, after the above mentioned hours, the game doesn't evolve and Pirates of Black Cove become dull, repetitive, and you just cannot ignore all the shortcomings. The video settings are okay: resolution, V-Sync, ambient occlusion, shadows, anisotropic filtering. Also there are 4 sliders for the sound. What is missing is keyframe binding, and this is a small part of the problems here. The story is cliché after cliché. Everything related to pirates you could think of is here. Treasure, curses, voodoo, kraken, mermaids, and so on. There is no single thing original. I don't mind this, but everything is presented in the most cliché way. You take the role of one of 3 captains that you choose in the beginning. The goal is to find all chants of a song and pieces of map. They all lead to the Forgotten Isle full of treasures. And also, you have to beat Pirates of Black Cove. I can ignore bad story if everything else is great, but sadly it's not. Gameplay consists of 2 parts, sea and ground battles. Let me start with the most interesting of them, ship battles. You start with small ship. To get a new one, except gold, you need to find blueprints to unlock them. They are scattered around in the sea on the remains of ships. You can also buy secondary weapons and limited upgrades for your ship, but first you have to unlock them with blueprints. Some of the secondary weapons I find to be completely useless, like barrel with TNT, which you can drop behind you and hope the enemy go over it. It's just more convenient, easy and less time consuming to shoot him. There are 3 factions: Buccaneers, Pirates and Corsairs. In each of them you can buy different secondary weapons, ships and 2 upgrades. Sea battles are where I had most fun. Sail in the vast sea, well, it had borders. Searching for victims to sink, and when I saw one, I showed him hell. My ship had a skill that I choose to slow down enemies. Later you can catapult a pirate to capture a vessel to sell it. Both are useful in the beginning. Later you are just so powerful and you can sink a ship with one shot, and the money you get from selling or destroying are the same. After you destroy enemy, a chest with gold is left behind and maybe a bottle of grog or toolbox. Grog is used for healing all units on land, and the toolbox is for repairing your ship. Sea battles may be where I had most fun, but they are not without problem. In the first few hours they are great and somewhat intense. You have a small ship and you can be easily destroyed. Not that this will ever happen, you have enough toolbox, but after that you will have money and blueprints to buy a better ship. From here everything goes down. You get so powerful and sea battles become boring, secondary weapons become useless, enemies are staying the same, and there is no sense of danger. And when you get to the most intense battle with Pirates of the Black Cove, the frame rate drops between 10 to 20 FPS. The other part of the gameplay is land battles. Often you have to leave the ship. Land battles are played like real-time strategy, but without the strategy part. Just click on target and that's it. If your captain's life or those of your units is low, drink a bottle of grog to restore it. If you do it too often, everyone will get drunk and be stunned for a few seconds. From the 3 factions bases you will buy different units. They are just reskinned but with different stats. You have to construct buildings to buy units in every faction base. There is no tension in land battles. They are simple and easy. The most annoying thing is the movement speed of your units. When you get on land, your objective is always on the far side of the map, and when you kidnap or kill your target, you have to go back to the ship and it takes ages. Units walk so slowly. Your captain is gaining experience, and in every couple of levels you can choose some buffs. Him or her do more damage, swordsmen do more damage, ships do more damage, etc. When you earn the trust of a faction, their leader is joining you. You can buy units for them and they also level up, but you cannot choose buffs, and this is a mistake for me. Until the end of the game I didn't reach the highest level. I guess I have to get involved in more land battles. They are boring, tedious. You can freely step in any harbor and the only thing you can do is to rob a bank, but you can get 40 to 50 gold and it's not worth it. The best way to make money is sinking ships. The captains have special abilities, but they are repeating and generic. The enemies are not very diverse. Soldiers with swords and muskets, big guys with axes, ghosts and others. Ships you encounter are 3 or 4 types without counting faction ships. Big disappointment are the bosses. They are so easy, I couldn't believe it. You can kill them in less than 10 seconds. Where is the fun of that? In sea you can find different ingredients for making potions at the Mad Alchemist. Again, the same problem. They are useless because everything is easy here. I even make potion for invisibility and I never use it because I never felt the need to. One of my main problems is the interface. To use anything you have to make ton of clicks, and dig in the sub-menus. I completely forgot that I have items to use. This means bad game design. You don't need any potions or other items to beat the game because it's easy. Why there is not hotbar like in Diablo? The game would benefit from that. It will be more intuitive to press the numbers on the keyboard for abilities, grog, ship secondary weapons and other things that you have in your inventory. Let me tell you now about the sound. Well, as you might guess, it's not great. Sound effects like water, birds, shooting are good, but everything else is not. Music is... music I said? 3 tracks that repeat through the whole game and they are a few seconds loops. If for some reason you decide to play the game listening to Pirates of the Caribbean soundtrack, it would make things a little more bearable. And what about voice acting? It's bad, it's laughably bad. Just listen to this conversation.
Colonel Quickdraw? What are you doing? Sailing under Black Cove colors?
You old fool! You think I'd play second fiddle to a doddering old man?
Who is this outlaw?
Duh! We know Colonel Quickdraw well. He hunts the ships of the pirate clan.
Not by my order! Quickdraw, could this be true?
Enough talk. Time to put this treachery.
Pirates of Black Cove!
The thing I like most here is the world you are in. Colorful, vibrant, cartoony with great and mysterious places to visit. You don't have to take the game seriously, after all, you can equip your ship with homing missiles. The 3 faction bases look great. You can see people, they feel alive, and also they have great architecture. Every place have nice architecture, just the bases have more details. The graphics are nice, just don't zoom too much. People look awful. I could go on and on with the negative stuff, like the few crashes I had, or at the end I found out that there are hotkeys for everything, but they are not shown anywhere, and so on. I'm disappointed by the game. I was hoping for a decent time with Pirates of Black Cove, and I did for the first few hours. Beautiful design of the levels and somewhat fun sea battles can save the game. People are complaining that because of crashes they can't beat the game. I'm lucky in this regard. The game needs more polish, better UI, more RPG elements, more upgrades for your ship, more things to buy for your captain, little more in-depth strategy, and so on. If you still want to play it, it's often on sale for $1 or euro, but don't buy it. I definitely not recommend it. Now I have to play something good to cheer me up.